I might not be standing before you today as President of the United States had it not been for Gandhi and the message he shared and inspired with America and the world.
And we remember the wisdom of Gandhiji, who said, "For me, the different religions are beautiful flowers from the same garden, or they are branches of the same majestic tree."
As one of the chief architects of Britain leaving India, how fortunate was India to have a man like that at one of the most critical periods in her history, when the situation was so tense that civil war throughout the whole subcontinent could so easily have flared up.
गांधी जी ने कभी अपने जीवन से प्रभाव पैदा करने का प्रयास नहीं किया, लेकिन उनका जीवन ही प्रेरणा का कारण बन गया। आज हम हाउ टू इम्प्रेस उस दौर में से गुजर रहे हैं, लेकिन गांधी जी का विजन था हाउ टू इंस्पायर।
But also the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, which was felt in the furthest corners of the globe, including New Zealand, where I learnt of Mahatma Gandhi as a schoolgirl. As political leaders, there is much that we can learn from Gandhi as we search for common ground to address the world's pressing problems. For me, there are three aspects of Gandhi's message that carry particular weight: tolerance, equality, and the sanctity of non-violence and peace.
I don't think he was setting forth violence as an alternative. I think he was emphasizing, or rather trying to refute an all too prevalent fallacy. And that is that the persons who use the method of nonviolence are actually the weak persons who don't have the weapons of violence, persons who are afraid. I think that is what Gandhi was attempting to refute. Now, in that instance, I would agree with Gandhi that if the only alternative to violence, to fear, is violence and vice versa, then I would say fight, but it isn't the only alternative.
So I truly believe that Gandhiji needs to be reloaded. Gandhiji 2.0 is what we need.
Leadership matters. Relevance of Mahatma Gandhi in the contemporary world. Gandhiji, a true patriot, a statesman and a saint, dedicated his life for humankind. He was a beacon of hope, a light in darkness and a savior in despair.
Gandhi already no longer with us, but his spirit very much alive.
हम उस महान पुरुष को याद करते हैं जिन्होंने अहिंसा और सत्याग्रह के रास्ते से हमें आज़ादी दिलाई.
Nelson Mandela has said several times that the man who inspired him more than anyone else during this century was Gandhiji. Gandhiji stood against oppression, against prejudice, and in favor of tolerance and the principle that human beings of all colors and all creeds could and should live together in peace. But those who are attempting to maintain peace should never ever, I am certain, desert any of Gandhi's great principles.